Welcome to our YouTube channel. Today, we bring you a story full of surprises and hidden angles that few people know about. Don't leave just yet. Just when you think you've figured it all out, there are fascinating and meaningful details waiting for you at the end of the video. Let's explore together and uncover the special message this video has for you. Are you ready? Let's get started. Beyond their rich cultural heritage, Native Americans possessed an innate genius for innovation, crafting tools and techniques that not only ensured their survival, but also shaped the course of history. What many might not realize is that the impact of Native American ingenuity extends far beyond their time, as these innovations continue to enrich our lives today. From agricultural practices that sustain ecosystems to inventions that have become integral to modern living, their contributions are nothing short of extraordinary. In this episode, we're not only uncovering the top 10 Native American inventions, but also diving into the stories behind these creations, bringing history to life. Each of these innovations tells a tale of survival, collaboration, and resilience. Whether it's the artistry behind crafting canoes or the practicality of snow goggles, these contributions have withstood the test of time, and their relevance echoes into our everyday lives. We'll also take a moment to appreciate the communities that nurtured these inventions and witness how they have evolved over time. Before we embark on this fascinating journey, please show your support by liking this video and subscribing to our channel. By doing so, you'll stay connected to more stories that bring Native American history alive. Let's start our journey with a groundbreaking agricultural technique that revolutionized food production and sustainability: the Three Sisters farming method. This brilliant innovation was practiced by tribes such as the Iroquois and Cherokee as early as 1070 AD, making them pioneers of sustainable agriculture. But the story doesn't stop at the technique itself. It's the deep cultural philosophy embedded in this method that makes it so extraordinary. Picture this: the hot sun beating down on vast fields, Native American women planting three specific crops together: corn, beans, and squash, in carefully calculated harmony. This wasn't just random planting. It was a strategic masterpiece born from centuries of observation and wisdom. The corn grows tall, providing a natural trellis for the beans to climb, while the squash spreads out along the ground, its broad leaves shading the soil, preserving moisture, and keeping weeds at bay. The synergy between these plants symbolizes the interconnectedness of life itself, a value deeply ingrained in Native American culture. The Three Sisters farming method produced abundant crops, ensuring food security for their communities. Imagine a harvest where not only quantity, but the health of the soil and the environment were paramount. Today, modern farmers and ecologists alike recognize this method for its sustainable benefits, making it an enduring legacy of Native American ingenuity. Next on our list is an invention that revolutionized exploration and trade: the canoe. Far more than a simple mode of transportation, canoes were lifelines for many Native American tribes, allowing them to navigate vast waterways, hunt, trade, and connect with neighboring communities. Carved meticulously from tree trunks or constructed from birch bark, these vessels showcase the Native Americans' deep understanding of their environment. Imagine a group of skilled craftsmen working under the shade of towering trees, carefully selecting the perfect wood. Every cut, every stitch of bark had a purpose. Canoes were lightweight yet incredibly durable, making them perfect for swift travel across rivers and lakes. Their design was so effective that even today, canoes remain popular for recreational use, and in some remote communities, they're still the most reliable form of transport. But more than just a tool, the canoe represents resilience and adaptability. When Europeans arrived in the Americas, they marveled at the craftsmanship of these vessels. In fact, the design was so efficient that European settlers adopted and used canoes for their own exploration efforts. The canoe stands as a testament to Native American ingenuity, and its influence on modern-day watercraft is undeniable. If you've ever been skiing or hiking in snowy terrain, you might have used snow goggles. But did you know this essential piece of winter gear was first invented by Native Americans? Snow goggles, made from carved bone or wood, were crucial for survival in the snow-covered landscapes of the Arctic and northern regions. Inuit tribes who lived in harsh climates where snow blindness, caused by the reflection of the sun's rays on the snow, was a constant threat, crafted these ingenious goggles. Imagine standing in the middle of a vast, white expanse where the brightness of the snow can blind you. The Inuit carefully carved slits into pieces of bone, limiting the amount of light entering the eyes while still, allowing them to see. These early goggles not only provided protection but also improved focus, enabling hunters to track animals across the icy wilderness. Today, the basic principle behind modern snow goggles owes much to this Native American invention, a prime example of how necessity drives innovation. Let's switch gears to something more recreational but equally transformative: lacrosse. What might surprise you is that lacrosse, a sport played across North America, has roots deeply embedded in Native American culture. Originally called stickball, it was not just a game, but a ceremonial and spiritual event, often played to settle disputes or honor the creator. Imagine the scene: vast fields, teams of warriors running with handcrafted sticks, chasing a small ball in a fast-paced, physically demanding game. Lacrosse wasn't just for sport, it was a training ground for warriors and a way to foster unity within the community. Games could last for days, with hundreds of players involved, and were often viewed as a test of strength, endurance, and strategy. Modern-day lacrosse has evolved significantly, but its origins remain a source of pride for many Native American communities. The sport has become a professional endeavor, yet it still carries the spirit of competition, tradition, and community that defined its origins. As we wrap up our exploration of Native American inventions, it's clear that their innovations were far more than just functional tools. They were born from a deep connection to the land, community, and survival. From the fields where the Three Sisters method flourished, to the rivers navigated by canoes, to the cold, barren lands where snow goggles protected hunters, Native American contributions continue to enrich our modern lives. These inventions remind us that innovation doesn't always come from advanced technology. It often springs from a profound understanding of the world around us and the needs of a community. As we use these tools today, let's not forget the incredible legacy behind them. Stay tuned for more episodes where we delve deeper into the remarkable history and culture of Native Americans. If you haven't already, remember to like this video and subscribe to our channel to ensure you don't miss out on these captivating stories that bring the past to life. The Three Sisters, a symphony of symbiosis Native American agricultural ingenuity, is perhaps best exemplified in the Three Sisters farming method, a practice that offers valuable lessons for modern agriculture. Corn, beans, and squash, the sisters form the foundation of this symbiotic relationship, each crop contributing to the other's growth, resulting in a bountiful harvest. But the brilliance behind this method goes far beyond just planting crops. It's a testament to the deep understanding Native Americans had of their land and ecosystems. Imagine a group of women standing in the field, their hands gently parting the soil as they prepare to plant the season's crops. These women, the keepers of agricultural wisdom, carefully selected the fields based on the soil's richness and proximity to water. Once they found the ideal location, they began by planting corn seeds. This crop, towering over the others, formed the backbone of their farming technique. Weeks later, when the corn stalks began to rise, bean seeds were meticulously planted between the stalks. As natural climbers, the beans entwined themselves around the corn, reaching for the sun. This method not only made efficient use of space, but also solved a critical problem. The beans' root nodules naturally fixed nitrogen in the soil, a vital nutrient that enriched the earth for all three plants. This organic process minimized the need for synthetic fertilizers, proving that sustainable agriculture wasn't a modern concept, but an ancient one. The final sister, squash, was planted at the base of the corn and beans. Its large, sprawling leaves created a natural canopy over the soil, acting as a ground cover. This reduced the evaporation of moisture from the soil and suppressed weed growth, meaning less manual labor was required to maintain the crops. The squash also acted as a deterrent for pests due to its rough vines and broad coverage, creating a protective shield for the corn and beans. Together, the three sisters created a harmonious balance. Each crop served a role, and the combination of their unique traits led to healthier, more resilient fields. This symbiotic approach not only provided abundant harvests but also contributed to soil conservation, a practice still held in high regard today. The ability of these crops to thrive without modern chemical inputs has drawn the attention of today's farmers and environmentalists, seeking methods to restore and maintain healthy ecosystems. But agricultural mastery was only one facet of Native American innovation. The rivers and lakes that crisscrossed the land required a different kind of ingenuity: the creation of the canoe. This lightweight, versatile watercraft revolutionized transportation and trade for Native American tribes, allowing them to navigate vast waterways, fish, and hunt in previously inaccessible areas. Derived from the word quinu, meaning dugout, the canoe was more than just a boat. It was a lifeline. Imagine the scene: skilled craftsmen working for days, perhaps weeks, to hollow out a massive tree trunk, carefully shaping it into a vessel capable of gliding through the water. The process of creating a canoe required intimate knowledge of wood, water, and balance. Every detail mattered, from the type of wood used to the curvature of the hull. Each region had its own variation of the canoe, depending on the local environment. For example, the birch bark canoe was a staple in the Northeast, prized for its lightweight yet durable design. It was constructed from birch bark stretched over a wooden frame, a technique passed down through generations. This canoe was perfect for navigating the numerous rivers and lakes in the region, allowing tribes to move swiftly across water bodies for trade, hunting, or warfare. Meanwhile, in the Pacific Northwest, Native American tribes such as the Haida and Tlingit crafted massive dugout canoes from cedar trees. These canoes, often intricately carved and painted, were designed to carry large loads of people or goods and could withstand the turbulent waters of the Pacific Ocean. In these canoes, Native Americans embarked on extensive trade journeys, traveling hundreds of miles along the coastlines. What made the canoe so revolutionary was its adaptability. It allowed Native American tribes to establish extensive trade networks, exchanging goods like furs, food, and tools. Moreover, the canoe became essential in diplomacy and warfare, allowing tribes to form alliances or defend their territories with greater mobility. Today, the canoe remains a symbol of Native American ingenuity and resilience. It continues to be used in recreational activities and has even influenced modern boat design. But more than that, the canoe stands as a reminder of how indigenous knowledge, born out of necessity, continues to shape our world today. Moving from the waterways to the frozen landscapes of the North, another vital invention emerged: snow goggles. In the harsh, snow-covered environments where the Inuit people lived, snow blindness, a painful condition caused by the reflection of sunlight off the snow, was a constant threat. To combat this, the Inuit designed snow goggles from materials like wood, bone, or ivory, carving narrow slits into them to limit the amount of light that reached the eyes. These primitive goggles may seem simple, but they were highly effective. By reducing the glare, the Inuit could navigate the vast, icy landscapes without suffering from snow blindness, a skill critical for hunters tracking prey across the Arctic. The design principles behind these early goggles are still used today in the manufacturing of modern snow goggles, a testament to their effectiveness and innovation. Another remarkable contribution from Native Americans was their profound knowledge of medicinal plants. Long before the advent of modern pharmaceuticals, Native Americans relied on the natural world to heal ailments. They had an intimate understanding of the plants around them, using herbs, roots, and bark to treat everything from wounds to infections. Take willow bark, for example, which was used by various Native American tribes to alleviate pain. It wasn't until much later that scientists discovered that willow bark contains salicin, the active ingredient in aspirin. This knowledge, passed down through generations, provided invaluable insights into plant-based medicine and continues to influence modern healthcare practices. In fact, many of today's herbal remedies have roots in Native American traditions. The use of echinacea to boost the immune system, cranberries to treat urinary tract infections, and yarrow to stop bleeding are all examples of medicinal practices that originated from Native American healing methods. The legacy of Native American innovation is vast and continues to enrich our lives in ways we may not even realize. From the fertile fields of the Three Sisters to the swift waters navigated by canoes, these inventions were born out of necessity but have transcended time and space, continuing to influence modern society. Whether we are planting crops, sailing across lakes, or treating an illness with a medicinal herb, we are, in many ways, carrying forward the knowledge and traditions of Native American innovators. Their story is one of survival, resilience, and creativity. And as we continue to face modern challenges, whether in agriculture, transportation, or medicine, there's no doubt that the remarkable legacy of Native American innovations, Native Americans, often celebrated for their rich cultural heritage, were also remarkable innovators. Their contributions have had a lasting impact on the world, and many of their inventions continue to influence modern life in surprising ways. From ingenious farming techniques to advanced tools for transportation and healthcare, Native American inventions were born out of necessity and a deep connection to the natural world. Let's dive deeper into some of these incredible creations and explore the fascinating stories behind them. The dugout canoe, one of the earliest forms of water transportation, was an essential tool for the Native American tribes of the Pacific Northwest, including the Haida, Salish, and Tlingit. These canoes, expertly crafted by hollowing out massive cedar logs, were sturdy and seaworthy, making them ideal for both coastal and open water navigation. The process of creating a dugout canoe was labor-intensive and required great skill. Native Americans would start by selecting a large cedar tree, an important resource due to its strength and buoyancy. To fell the tree, they would ignite small, controlled fires at its base, allowing the fire to weaken the wood until the tree toppled. This method was repeated to shorten the tree to the desired length. Thank you for taking the time to watch today's video. If you find this story interesting and meaningful, don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of the next interesting content. Leave a comment to share your thoughts. We look forward to hearing. See you in the upcoming videos with more unique and meaningful stories. Please join us.